She was my best friend for over a decade, knew every secret, every fear. I trusted her with my life, until the day she decided to end it, piece by piece. And when the truth came out, the nightmare didn't end with me. It followed her home. We shared everything: late-night confessions, dreams of the future, even the scars from our pasts. But betrayal from someone that close, it's not just a wound, it's a curse that echoes back. Tonight, dive into a tale where friendship turns to venom and revenge whispers from the shadows. If you're alone right now, maybe lock the door. You never know who's really watching.
Her name was Lisa, and she was the sister I never had. We met in 3rd grade, back in that sleepy suburb of Chicago. 2 awkward kids with braces and big dreams. By middle school, we were inseparable. Sleepovers where we'd whisper about crushes under the covers, sharing diaries, promising to be each other's maid of honor someday. Us against the world, she'd say, linking her pinky with mine. In high school, when my parents divorced and the house felt like a war zone, Lisa was my anchor. She'd sneak me out for ice cream at midnight, listen to my tears without judgment. After college, we both landed in the city, me in graphic design, her in marketing. We even started a side hustle, a custom apparel brand inspired by our inside jokes and shared art. Life felt perfect. She knew my fears, the abandonment from my folks, the imposter syndrome at work. I trusted her completely. But cracks started showing. Subtle at first. Little things I brushed off as stress. Lisa began canceling our plans. "Work's crazy," she'd text, but her Instagram showed late-night dinners with colleagues. Then my boyfriend, Mark, started acting distant. "Just busy," he'd say, but I'd catch him smiling at his phone. One day at work, my boss pulled me aside. "Your pitch for the new client? It sounds a lot like something I heard from a competitor." My heart sank. The designs were mine, ideas I'd sketched with Lisa over wine. Coincidence, I told myself, but the red flags piled up. Whispered calls she'd take in the bathroom, evasive answers about her new project. I felt a chill, like someone walking over my grave. Paranoia crept in, nights staring at the ceiling, wondering if I was imagining it all. The truth hit like a freight train. It was a rainy Tuesday. I'd borrowed Lisa's laptop to print something. Her email was open. There they were, messages to Mark, flirty at first, then explicit. Photos, plans to finally be together. But it got worse. Attached files, my business ideas, pitched to investors as her own. Screenshots of her spreading rumors at my job. She's unreliable, battling mental health stuff. My fears, my secrets, weaponized against me. She'd stolen my love, my career dreams, my reputation, all while smiling to my face. I confronted her that night in our favorite cafe. "How could you?" I whispered, tears burning. She laughed, cold, calculated. "You were always the weak one, Emily. I just took what you couldn't hold on to." My world shattered. Friends sided with her lies. Mark ghosted. My job let me go amid concerns. I was alone, broken, staring into the abyss.
The despair was suffocating. Months blurred into isolation, curled on the couch, replaying every memory like a poisoned film. Sleepless nights haunted by her voice, echoing my vulnerabilities. I lost weight, lost hope. Therapy helped a little, but the rage festered, a dark seed in my chest. One evening, scrolling old photos, I realized she knew me inside out. But I knew her too. Her phobias of the dark, her guilt over a childhood accident that scarred her brother. The idea bloomed. Revenge, not with fists, but with shadows. I started small, anonymous. Hacked her socials lightly, subtle posts from ghost accounts echoing our shared secrets. Remember the night we buried that secret in the woods? She'd delete them, but the paranoia set in.
It escalated. I rigged her apartment during a fake reconciliation coffee. Tiny cameras, speakers hidden in vents. At night, they'd play whispers, my voice, twisted, accusing her of theft. You stole my life, Lisa. Now it's coming back. She'd wake, screaming, swearing she saw my face in mirrors, not me, but a doppelganger with hollow eyes. Objects moved, keys vanishing, doors creaking open to empty rooms. Doctors called it stress, prescribed pills, but I knew better. I fed her hallucinations, deep fakes of Mark, confessing she'd ruined him too. Emails from investors demanding repayment for her stolen ideas. The gaslighting was exquisite, a mirror of my pain. She started seeing shadows, shapes like me following her down streets. It's guilt, she'd mutter to friends, but her eyes darted wild.
The breakdown came swift. One storm-lashed night, she called me, voice cracking. "Emily, make it stop. The whispers, they're in my head." I hung up, smiling in the dark. But then the twist I hadn't planned. Weeks later, her neighbor found her in the psych ward, babbling about the shadow that stole my soul. Doctors said schizophrenia, triggered by trauma. But in her ramblings, she described things I never rigged. Cold hands pulling her under the bed, echoes of our childhood secrets, not from speakers, but from the walls themselves. Last I heard, she's still there, refusing mirrors, screaming my name. Did my revenge awaken something real? A curse from the betrayal's depth? Or was it always there, waiting in the bond we shattered? Either way, her shadow haunts her now, and mine, it's free. But sometimes, in quiet moments, I wonder if it's watching me too.
If this chilled you, hit like, subscribe for more betrayal revenge horrors, and comment. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you called best friend? The darkest stories might get featured next. Sweet dreams, if you can sleep after this.